Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily, the first English news program in Poland. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Polish President Andrzej Duda decided that the elections to the Polish parliament will take place on October 13th. He stated that the Polish nation needs peace, and so the election campaign should be as short as possible. The official announcement will be made next week.
President Andrzej Duda can now choose between 5 dates, 3 in October and 2 in November. In an interview for Polsat News, the Polish president said he proposed the soonest possible date to the National Electoral Commission, October 13th. I think that Poles, the voters, everyone expects things to be peaceful. The electoral campaign is never the time of peace. It's always the time of a certain political clash. It's only natural. I believe Poles are the ones who don't want this clash the most, so they want the soonest possible date, and that's what I chose. I proposed October 13th to the National Electoral Commission. According to the experts we asked about this matter, the date chosen by the president is a good choice for at least several reasons.
Po pierwsze, skróci to kampanię wyborczą.
First of all, it will shorten the election campaign, which won't be the prettiest. It will get quite ugly, so it's reasonable not to prolong the political battles which are surely to come. We are witnessing how the opposition moves in the dark, forming various coalitions, and it will be difficult for them to find common ground on even the most basic matters like choosing who will be on election lists.
Czysto techniczny.
Wydaje się, że ta
This campaign should be short and expressive, and I think that's what Mr. President wants, for it to be clear, straight and intensive, so the public didn't have to go through the political struggle longer than they need to.
Jak nazwijmy tego ciągłego grillowania.
The parliamentary elections will take place this autumn. Poles will be choosing 460 MPs and 100 senators.
Has there been a breakthrough in talks between the Cookies 15 movement and the Polish People's Party? Speculations about their joint start are still underway. Marek Jakubik, member of the Cookies 15, informed on Twitter about the alleged coalition.
The configuration in which the Cookies 15 movement will run in the elections is already clear, but I will not be the one to make it public. Cookies 15 will run with the Polish People's Party. Every day you ask me in private messages, who will you run in the elections with? I have been repeating this again and again. We will run with anyone who, in this moronic party or nation, will make it possible for us to cross the electoral threshold and who will share our proposals with which I entered the parliament in 2015 and which I will never abandon.
The new INF treaty concerning the abolishing of short-range and mid-range nuclear missiles should be signed by both Russia and China, stated the US President Donald Trump on Friday. According to him, both countries expressed a great interest in the offer, and Trump went on to say that his administration has already talked with the Russian side about the nuclear treaty based on they will get rid of some, we will get rid of some.
You know, the traditional sense of an arms race has been in a nuclear context. Right now, we don't have plans to build nuclear-tipped INF range weapons. It's the Russians who have developed non-compliant, likely possibly nuclear-tipped weapons. So I don't see an arms race happening. I do see us taking proactive measures to develop a capability that we need for both the European theater and certainly this theater, the Indo-PACOM theater. And at the same time, we need to now develop defensive capabilities to make sure that we can deal with a Russian threat of cruise missiles wherever they may appear.
Another person was found dead during the three-day Poland Rock Festival in Koszyn nad Odrą on Friday. A 54-year-old man was transported by ambulance to the hospital, by which he had already lost all vital functions.
It is yet another tragedy at the Poland Rock Festival in Koszyn nad Odrą. A son found his unconscious father in the tent. Despite the resuscitation attempt, the man died. The initial investigation excludes the participation of third parties. A spokesperson of KWP in Gorzów Wielkopolski informed that the prosecutor made the decision to secure the body. A day prior, the 35-year-old man's body was found in the campsite at the Poland Rock Festival. The cause of death yet unknown. It will be determined through the autopsy, which will take place on Monday.
By the end of this month, US President Donald Trump will be visiting Poland. He will take part in the commemoration ceremonies of the outbreak of World War II on September 1st, 1939, when Germany attacked Poland and led to one of the worst wars in the history of mankind. The American president's visit will be an opportunity to strengthen the Three Seas Initiative, a project that has led to better cooperation of the Central European EU member countries, of which Romania is an active member. Our very own Alexander Wojcicki talks to Lucian Wilson, a Romanian blogger and journalist.
In our studio is Wilson Lucian, a Romanian video blogger and journalist. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You came to Poland to witness the Warsaw Uprising celebrations. What is your impression on that?
Oh, it was pretty crowded, although less crowded than at the Centennial. I've also been to Poland in November at the Centennial of Poland, 100 years of independence. That was very impressive. So when compared to that, it was slightly less impressive, but still impressive nonetheless. It is clear that over the last decade, at the very least, there has been a sense of history growing a little bit in the general population of Poland in ways that it hasn't been in other parts of Europe, including my own country, for sure.
Right. So let us tell what are the differences between Poland and Romania in that respect.
Well, let's just say that even the December 1st, 2018 was our centennial. So just 2 weeks after the Polish one. The celebrations were, from the organizers' perspective, were as impressive as those were in Poland, but the attendance was less enthusiastic than the Polish one. And I would guess the overall number of people might have been the same in attendance, but the enthusiasm was just not there. The sense of history is definitely weaker at this particular moment in time in Romania when compared to Poland, for sure.
Thank you very much for this brief conversation. I will continue at Poland Daily Business tonight about the differences and similarities between Poland and Romania and its geopolitical locations. Sir, thank you.
That's it for today. See you next time on Poland Daily. But stay tuned for the Poland Daily Weather Report, followed by the Poland Daily Business section.